I got it, Mark. There we go.
All
Okay,
right,
we're
so
back for round two, and don't know what exactly happened there. Folks, if it could happen tonight, it has happened. And one thing that we got to give all the credit in the world for is Joshua has been just a great guy. He's been very patient, and want to thank you for holding on with us. And but it's been one thing after another. Had some serious internet glitches, but welcome to the world of technology. And I believe Edward was interviewing you before we got cut off.
Sir,
so you know, might have to ask you about playing for Corbin. I know you just ain't playing for the fans; you're playing for the whole community. So I got to ask you, what's it like putting on that Corbin jersey, knowing you're playing for them every Friday night?
it's something special to me because there's no team like Corbin. Everybody wants to be like Corbin. Everybody wants to beat Corbin. So playing for Corbin, it's a lot to hold up to, and it's just I just like that challenge. It just feels good. Definitely something I'm happy with doing, going out every day. With the C on my chest and going to school there every day. It's something special, and there ain't nothing like it in the world.
So I got to ask you, knowing that the majority of the teams that comes in and plays you, you're like that. You're like their Super Bowl. Does that add any like extra weighted pressure on you, knowing that every team's out to try to, you know, make a statement when they come to playing?
No pressure. I feel like no pressure to me because if that's the standard should be to beat teams like that, and that's just the standard.
Absolutely. So talking about the standard, you all have continuously every single year raised the bar on how you all play. How do you all keep coming together as a band of brothers to continuously play at the high level you all been playing at?
We set the goal every year. The standard is to go to the state championship, win the state championship. That's the goal every year. We say it every single day in the weight room. Every single day. That's what we break down onto, is to win a state championship. And when that's your standard, there's just not a lot below it that really gets in the way.
So I'm glad you brought that up. I know state championship is your ultimate goal. What I know you have to take it one game at a time, but what's one thing that you see that you all need y'all need to work on to be able to get to that level?
One thing I would say we need to work on, not that it's like a big problem, but would probably be, just staying focused in the game. Like even when we're up 37 or 38 to nothing, like the standard should not be to slow down. It should be to take that team and when they're down, just keep crushing them. And I feel like that's what our standard is going to be this year. We're not going to just let teams score on us when we're already up and we know the game's over. That's not something we should do. We need to start just finishing the game.
Absolutely. I'm actually glad you said that because over my time watching football, covering football, I've seen teams take a 34-point lead, 35-point lead, and looks like they pull the dogs back just a little bit, and then teams start chipping away, getting back into it. So focus, I think, is a big key that a lot of places have to work on. But let's talk about your team's defense, because I got to see some of the film that you all played there Friday. It looked like you all was in lockdown mode. So let's talk about your overall defense.
We run a three front now, and that was a big change for someone like me playing, inside and outside tackle in a three and a four, and sometimes maybe in a two. It was a big difference because I know our nose guard right now playing head up nose guard, like you're going to get double teamed every play. But that's the gold point because when you're getting double teamed, that backer just has a kill shot, just about every time. But Playing the three front, I think our coach knows exactly what he's doing. Jake Ellsworth, he's a great defense guy. He knows it. He knows it better than anyone. He's been everywhere. Marshall, NC State, big schools. Like he knows what to do. And if he thinks and knows the three fronts and it's 3-3, 3-4 stack, he knows what he's doing. So I trust it. I know it'll do good.
So I wanted to ask you a little bit about your defensive side. You know, I know normally you're going after the quarterback or the running back the majority of the time, but have you ever had anybody when you come at them with a wide open shot and they just fall down and say you ain't tackling me?
I've definitely had a quarterback slide before. It's definitely they've been like, "Oh, I'm about to get taken out," and they'll slide. It's happened once or twice.
Well, I mean, I don't blame them.
I
I've got to see you firsthand. And if you went to the weight room and added any more muscle onto you compared to last year, yeah, I'm probably doing like high snaps over my head every play if I see you coming. I mean, no, I can't blame them for sliding.
well,
Sure.
well, Edward, I gotta admit, last year, and maybe we could get Ryan get that real quick for us. Last year, you might have took one of the best pictures ever of him. And folks, if we could get this picture pulled up really, really quick, you could see how cut up this young man is. He's I'm like you, Edward. I don't think I'd want to take a shot from him either.
Yeah,
But Mark,
I'm trying to.
anything else?
Um, but my Edward, I did have one more question beforehand. If my normal question I like to ask, Dale and Corbin, because I know you have a lot of restaurants. What's your favorite
Gordon.
restaurant to eat at?
Si, senor. I think I've been to Si, senor 30, 40 times this year alone.
So while you get there at the Mexican,
I get the big chicken, cheese, and rice. It's bigger than the normal one. Just extra chicken, extra rice, extra cheese, all that.
that's something I've got into too. I'm glad you said that, Josh. The chicken cheese and rice, that you can't go no wrong with that. Do you put yours into tortilla shells or do you just eat just the rice?
I put it in
That's
the. I do it all. I like to mix the chips in there, the tortillas, all of it. It's all good to me.
oh oh yeah, you can't beat that at all. And hopefully Rod gets his picture put up right here, and we can show the and see if he does here.
Give me just a
Ryan's
second. I'll get
working
it
on.
put up here.
Well, I will tell you our Mexican story. We might have told you this last year. Edward loves Taco Bell, but he will not eat Mexican. See, Joshua ain't even gonna say nothing about that. He's like that. That's like a come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure I probably said this to him last year, but I'm a super picky individual. And when I mean picky, I'm talking about the kind of guy that don't eat cheese on his hamburger got picky. So if I can't really read what's on there and I can't do the whole deluxe and supreme without knowing what's in there, because I don't like a lot of the deluxe. So that's the downfall.
Uh-huh. I can somewhat agree with that.
Gotcha. I've been trying to get him to listen to me for years. When you go to eat Mexican, you got burritos, tacos, or like nachos. That's about as far as you go with it. The steak, chicken, beef, something like that. There we go, right there, folks. And that's a picture from last year. And one of our own personal photographers in this room took that picture. And folks, yeah, yeah. Just stay out of this man's way. Just get out of his way. Yeah, but that's one of the better pictures that I got. Head Edward, Edward and both. They're both good photographers when they want to be. That's a good picture. Ryan or Edward, let you got anything for him. We'll go through the process with him if he wants to do it with us here.
I do not.
Uh, Josh, you might have been listening a little bit when we was talking to Jerica about our pose, and we're doing our greatest NFL football player ever, and this week's four votes actually guys probably before my time. And but if you're wanting to vote on them, we could give you the matchups, and you could tell us who you think are better, or you could skip over whichever one you would want to do.
I'm all right with it. Let's do it.
Okay. Dick Buckets versus Mel Blount.
I don't think I've ever heard of them players before.
Well, I know Dick Buckets was a linebacker at Chicago. Did a lot of movies afterwards. Don't know a whole lot about Mel Blount.
Is that their numbers? Who's number 5 and number 12, or was that their rankings?
Well,
That's
well,
that's the rankings.
that's their seed, but that just randomly throws. That's not really the actual seeds because I think Rob was telling me before the show Tom Brady's a 12 seed.
Tom Brady's in the 12 seat.
Yeah, it's just like random numbers it kicks out to us.
Well, Mel, he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers as a cornerback.
How many years did they both play?
He played
That I don't
14
know.
seasons. Mel played 14 seasons, and he was also a Pro Bowler.
Well, how many did the other guy play?
Find out for you right now.
I just know he's a linebacker for Chicago Bears, and he's like one of the most feared linebackers ever. I do know that much about Dick Buckets because he's always like one of the top ones.
He played, it looks like, about 8 seasons.
How old were they when they retired? Let me do my research. Let's see here.
Yeah, normally I do my research too, but I've kind of been lazy today and forgot to do my research.
God, this guy looks mean. Oh,
That has to be Dick Buckets.
yeah, it's him. This guy looks like a stud.
Yeah, he was like one of the most feared linebackers ever.
So they're both defensive players. They played way before I was born. These guys were old. 8-time Pro Bowler. Mel was only a 5-time Pro Bowler, but he made first team All Pro 4 times, and Dick Buckins did not. He only made it. No, he made it 5 times. So it looks like the Butkins guy is definitely the better guy. But your male was 6'3". So he was 6'3". It's crazy. So I think I'm gonna go with with what it looks like to be the underdog here. Let's go with male.
Okay. And then we've got see if we Gale Sayers against Randy White. Randy White played for the Dallas Cowboys. Gale Sayers was a running back for the Chicago Bears. I do know that much. And Gale Sayers was a really, really good running back.
Yeah, they gave him the nickname the Candace Comet.
Yeah, anybody with the Kansas Comet would have to be pretty good.
He was known for his speed and power and ability to change directions quickly.
But Randy White was nicknamed the Manster, aka half man, half monster. So, and he was a ferocious defensive tackle, it says. Played 14 dominant seasons, 9-time Pro Bowler, 7-time first team All Pro, and co MVP of the Super Bowl. So I think we're going to go with Randy White.
And we know who we need to bring on these votes here because Josh says straight on these guys we don't know. So, yeah, that's good. And the next one is Earl Campbell, Mike Haynes. And I went for Earl Campbell on this because I keep reminding myself of this video where like 17 guys was jumping on his back, ripped his jersey completely off, and he was still running the football. He played for the old school Houston Oilers, which I believe became the
Tennessee Titans.
the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Earl as well.
Yeah, I think everybody knows Earl Campbell.
Well, Mike Haynes was also considered one of the NFL's greatest defensive backs.
Yeah, but he didn't get his shirt ripped off of him by 17 guys.
Yeah.
Otto Graham and Lance Allworth. Now, Otto Graham, I did look him up pretty good, and this has to be a statement. He won 7 championships with the Cleveland Browns as a quarterback.
And this matchup, I don't know none of them. So,
Well,
Looks
Lance
like-
was nicknamed Bambi.
Lance is. I think I'm gonna go with Lance on this one too. He looks like he was a stud back in the day.
Well, if you're named a bandit, that automatically gives you a win right there. You know, if you're named a bandit, you got to win. Yeah. We don't care how many championships, Otto won. But good voting. And I think now Edward will have a couple things to show you, and then we'll let you go there, Josh.
Yes, sir.
So if I can get these to pull up out of the two graphics we made, just tell me which one that you like the most, either the first one or the second.
I like that second one. That second one is real nice. I do like it.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Me and
now
Josh
Mark's
will be-
head's got swelled up so big he ain't gonna be able to fit out his door.
Great minds think alike. We eat Mexican and we agree with the graphics. So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
We go get some chicken, cheese, and rice, little tortilla shells, But first, we got to fill ourselves up with the little salsa and the chip. Oh, I could eat that all day long. Yeah, yep. Oh, yeah. You know you're missing, Edward.
But
Josh,
I
I'll
do
tell you
personally
what we need to do. We need to take Edward to a Mexican restaurant and show him a real good place to go eat at.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
But Edward, right?
But I do personally want to thank you for taking your time to come on, and thank you for bearing with us with all the mishaps we've had tonight. And from everything I've got to see from you personally last season, and everything I'm looking forward to seeing from you this season, your team's killing it. You're killing it. Just keep doing what y'all are doing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I also want to say best of luck to you and your team the rest of the season, and just go get it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Joshua, should I ask you this in the first set of questions? Is your plan still 2 sports, or are you going to do more, or are you just going to stick with football, or have you thought about it any yet?
Yeah, probably. I think I'm gonna stick to football. Probably went out of high school, but I still like 2 sports. It's still somewhat undecided. It'll probably be decided after junior year. I think junior year is when most people decide when they're ready to do something.
Yeah, and this guy's very talented in other things too. So he's definitely got a bright future. And knew you'd be a great interview. Knew we had to get you on
Yes, sir.
here. And again, I'm like Edward. Thank you for being so patient with us. And our internet crashed. We had Facebook issues, and you was with us the whole time and didn't complain once. And we do thank you for your time and effort for us tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
But good luck in your future, and good luck with your team.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Have a good one.
That's how you do a first show. You bring Joshua on, you bring Jerick on. That's how you open her up. That opens the door up. So, you know what we need to do now? We're like 30 minutes past schedule here, but let's go ahead and do our quick voting, and then we'll try to close shop up here. I want Dick Buckets. I'm like Josh. This guy, he's mean, very mean, and did a lot of movies afterwards. Guy that was mean and then all of a sudden did movies. Sort of like The Rock. He was like the '50s version of The Rock. Yeah. So Ryan or Edward?
I think I'm gonna go with Dick Buckets as well.
And
Who
what
you
about
say,
Edward?
Edward?
Mel Bryant.
Then we got Gale Sayers against Randy White. I'm gonna go Gale Sayers. Chicago's had a long history of great ones, and everybody knows Sweetness.
I'm gonna go with Gale Sayers as well.
Yeah, I'm partial to the run game, so I'm gonna have to go with Gale Sayers myself.
Trying to tally votes up as I go. Makes it easier on myself.
Earl Campbell. 25 guys ripping his jersey off, running the football. Yeah. That's like me running the football, never trying to tackle me. He ripped my shirt off. He ain't bring me down. No, he's not going to do it.
I'm going to go with Earl Campbell as well.
Well, unfortunately, again, I'm a little biased to the run game, so I have to go with Earl myself.
And I'm going to go Otto Graham. I mean, you win 7 championships with Cleveland. That's saying something. I think LeBron only won 1 up there, and we know what LeBron is. So it's hard to win them at Cleveland. So, yeah, I'll get the Otto.
That's who I'm going to go with as well.
Well, he was known for his passing skills. He led the Browns to championship games every year for a decade, winning 7 of them. Unfortunately, he's been the only quarterback in this list that y'all had, so I guess I'm going to have to go with it. Guess I'm going to have to go with Otto myself. But, having the nickname Bambi, it's kind of hard to go against that.
Oh, so it's Bambi. I thought you said Bandit. Okay, well, you still have to vote for somebody called Bambi, too. I mean, Bambi and Bandit goes hand in hand. Something like that. So, Ryan, tell us our first week winners.
The first one, Dick Buckets won 4-3. Gale Sayers won 5-1. Otto Graham won 5-1. And then Earl Campbell with a sweep of 6-0.
Oh, Earl the Pearl moves on. But a great show, and we run completely over, but we've had some glitches. But first season show, we'll get her lined out. But Edward, Ryan, the floor is yours. Closing statement. What are you doing? What's the future hold for you? And whoever just the floor is yours.
I don't have a. I'll go ahead.
Say the future holds a bed for me and work for the next 5 straight days. Cross country practice and softball practice for the next 5 straight days. So, it's untelling what, when, and how I'm going to be able to do anything. But I'm going to leave you with this. This is probably the most famous and legendary saying you'll ever hear. Teach yourself how to adapt, how to be strong, and stay true to yourself. The legendary Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah. You can't go wrong with Bruce for sure. And what is it about the water?
Be like water.
But me, Monday, if nothing does change, I'm
Empty
on.
your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Yeah, you put ham on a sandwich and you become a ham sandwich.
Yeah, but see, water flows the way through cracks. Do not insert or but adjust to objects, and you shall find the way through or around it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Greatest quote of all times, and I just quoted it. Thank you very much. The legendary Bruce Lee again.
Or what Bruce Lee always said too. If you want to fight me.
He actually said, don't fear the man that punches, fear the man that throws 1,000 kicks.
And boards don't hit back.
I'm pretty sure that was a Jean-Claude Van Damme show.
Oh.
That said that.
Oh. Ryan? You already spit your pop everywhere.
Yeah, I almost did. But but tomorrow, if my mind is not changed, I'm gonna go down to Link Camp and cover volleyball with Pineville at Link Camp, and then Tuesday, depending on the schedule how it is, I might go down to Whitley County for that 2A. Just all depends on that day. And then I don't have a quote, so I'm just going to say go out and cover these wonderful athletes throughout the state of Kentucky.
That's good. I don't know what the future holds on me. I'm like Edward and Ryan both, one day at a time. I'm hoping to get to some locations to take some pictures and just try to make time in between of this thing called work and just trying to get out and cover these as much as I can. And because I know that the athletes, the coaches, the families, they appreciate it. But good luck to every team, not just in this region, but across the state. I wish we would have winners and losers. I wish everybody would win. But that's a sad part about sports. You will have a winner. You will have a loser. Well, not exactly a loser, but somebody that's not ahead at the end of the game. But everybody puts in the same amount of work. One guy's going home happy. The other one's not going home as happy. But that's the deal about sports. But I got a quote here, and it's just been burning on my heart a little bit. True leadership is tested during times of challenge and controversy, not comfort. The late, great Martin Luther King, God bless him, one of the greatest men that ever lived. But that being said, from all of us at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media, good night and God bless.